It's time for Dodger baseball.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Here's Byron Buxton now. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, center fielder Byron Buxton.
And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Harold Reynolds, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, they're on a small losing streak, but it could lead to a long one if you don't sit there and say, all right, it stops right here. We got to put a stop to it right.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
Second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. There's a fastball right over. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. And Braun will handle this one for round number two. Here's Miguel Sano. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive. Now to the plate, Kenny Vargas. He's got that average way up into the 330s to begin the day. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Comes set. Now the pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Good changeup, just missed inside. Liner toward right center. Kane is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. In is Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Brewers, center fielder Christian Yelich.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Harold, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start moving into a week of solid baseball, that's a club starting to come together. And I'm looking at one right now.
And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke. And that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Lorenzo Cain is on deck. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Right fielder.
Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. But gloved by the third baseman for the out, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting third.
Now
Third
batting
baseman.
number 7. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Chopped at the plate. Foul ball, however, strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. And he misses, 2-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Seems like he's really having a tough time finding that rhythm right here in the first inning. He walked a guy. Now he's falling behind this hitter. He better figure it out quick.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And that brings up the
third baseman, Travis Shaw.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2, here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home. Throw won't get him, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Stepping into the box, Stephen Vogt hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out. Settling in now, Chris Colabello. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Fielder, Chris Colabello.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he reaches out to fight this one off as the count moves to 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kane is under it, makes the play, 1 away. Now in the box, Eddie Rosario hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a .250 batting average for the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2-2 now.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He enters this one sitting right on the Mendoza line at an even 200. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Stepping in, number 23, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. Digging in now, Urban Santana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Urban Santana.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
The shortstop, Orlando.
Into the windup
Arcia.
and the pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Orlando Arcia becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. One out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Beautiful diving stop. He goes to first. He's out. At the plate, Wade Miley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Santana steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The 0-1 on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Ready for another chance. Christian Yelich. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1-1. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Again, he sends it out of play. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The 2-2 one more time. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Rosario is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding in once again, Byron Buxton. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Byron Buxton.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Now that low 90s fastball, it won't overpower a lot of guys, but if it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. Digging in. To try it again.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is grounded foul. Bases are empty. One man out. Ball one.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are two away.
Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one. Here it comes on 1-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kenny Vargas. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here it comes on 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end. Matt Moore is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Matt Moore.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 7. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this is fouled. The plate. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Rosario is there. One away. Standing in, Travis Shaw, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Now here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
Well, the first two pitches are interesting. Both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? It's going to be a good at-bat to watch.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Digging in, Ryan Braun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. Now here's the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
Oh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Way out in front. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So striding in, Chris Colabello. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Chris Colabello.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Matt, it looks like he was sitting there getting ready to jump on the first pitch fastball, and they pulled the string on him and threw him a changeup and just got him out front. Now I don't know what he's thinking up there at the plate or what he might be looking for. He could be pretty confused right now.
Skied into straightaway right. There to take it now is Kane as he puts it away for the first out. So digging in now, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Never fun to see a pitch come up and in, but obviously not being a fastball, he didn't mean anything by it.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
So striding forward now, number 23. He reached on a single in his first try. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Braun has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in, Matt Moore. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Moore.
And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. At the plate, Stephen Vogt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Colabello, and that's the first out of the inning. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Into the box, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Buxton is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now at the plate, Wade Miley, a base hit in his first trip.
Wade Miley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Well, this is an interesting scenario, Matt. I think with the pitcher at the plate here and 2 outs, you're probably not going to see him steal, because if he gets thrown out, then you got the pitcher leading off the inning. Take a chance, see if he can hit a ball in the gap and maybe score you from first.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Here's Byron Buxton now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Number 25, Byron.
Weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. 0-1 count, and the pitch towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Brian Dozier.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kane is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Sano. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing. I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. In is Christian Yelich. He'll start things out with Matt Moore as we get the inning underway.
Fielder, Christian.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it. One away. In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Moore delivering here on 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. A nice job by the retreating first baseman to look it in for the out.
Now batting.
Ready once again. Number 7. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this... Digging in to try it again. Kenny's Vargas. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Chris.
Ready once again, Chris Colabello. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. 0-1 count and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And now a pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 20.
Digging in and looking for more, Eddie Rosario. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Travis Shaw
Leading
can lead
off
it
for the
off as
Brewers.
we start the home
Third
sixth.
baseman, Travis Shaw.
And the changeup is way low that time.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Colabello has him played perfectly as he puts it away for round number 1.
On left fielder number 8.
Striding in once again,
Braun.
Ryan Braun. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Rosario. 2 down. Digging in once
Now
again,
batting.
Stephen Vogt.
Catcher.
0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Vogt.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Oh, man, I talk about frustrated. You're down 0-2 with this guy. You know he's got 4 pitches in his back pocket. You just don't know which one he's going to throw.
The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the... Stepping up now, Eduardo Escobar. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Escobar.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Vogt is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Number 23. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Moore. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
1-2 now. Swing and a liner. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Standing in, Orlando Arcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Tapped down the line. But it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Vargas onto the grass, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 5.
So digging in now, Jonathan Villar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Now batting, Wade Miley. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Miley.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Number 23 finds it. And that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Byron Buxton. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Buxton.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Miguel Sano. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Number 7 is there, and the side is retired. At the plate, Christian Yelich. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Christian Yelich.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now Moore with a 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Vargas is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now is Lorenzo Cain. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. Flying toward right center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So coming to the plate, number 7. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Domingo Santana will come on to pinch hit here, and a big massive action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 7 homers and 11 RBIs. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Now the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's right there. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this. Stepping up to the plate, Kenny's Vargas. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Kenny's Vargas.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have for the starting pitcher.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Cain has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. So striding forward now, Chris Colabello. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. You don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. 2-strike changeup. I like the thought process, and he got it on the corner. I got to give the hitter some credit for fouling that one off.
And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
At the plate, Eduardo Escobar. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Matt Albert takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
This change defensively for the Brewers. Now playing first base.
And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Santana.
The 1-0. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. Jason Castro will come on now
for Minnesota. Number 15, Jason Castro.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Set to deal on 2-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Joey Gallo will get the call here as he'll hit for the
more. Number 13, Joey Gallo.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. He comes into this one at 248. 13 home runs and 32 driven in. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Shaw will put this one away, and the side is retired. Zach Duke takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 32.
So stepping in, Travis Shaw. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Here it comes. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-handers. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
First baseman, number 8.
Settling in now, Ryan Braun. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He'd love.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Rosario ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll make it into second as he just misses the home run, but he'll settle for 2 bases. Coming to the plate now, Stephen Vogt. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Manny Pena.
Liner towards second. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Ready now, Jonathan Villar. He went down on strikes last time up.
Jonathan Villar.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Has a look, now the pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Rosario sprinting after it. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Castro gathers. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
4 runs on
Well, he
10
blasted
hits.
a couple of balls
No errors.
over the wall
They
in
left
this one.
5 men on
Really
base.
put the guys on his back and carried him to
For
the
the
victory.
Brewers, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Our paid attendance at Miller Park this afternoon, 42,200. The Brewers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.